check, check. Wireless 2. Just a reminder, if everyone would please check your cell phones. Thank you.
Kind of story of our football team last few weeks. We don't start very quick, but we kind of finished pretty strong. And today was no different, other than the fact that I thought our defense played really well in the first half and kept us in the ball game. A couple mistakes there, here and there in the first half on their part, but they played a tremendous game. I thought, unfortunate the third down play there at the end. But offensively today, we were just dominated by a really good defense and a really good coaching staff that had a game plan that was ready to shut us down. It was ready to shut us down. I mean, it was no secret they have great players. They've got great players up front. And they've got as good a skill position players in the secondary. Well, we knew all that, and we knew it was a tall task going in. But I never felt like it was going to be the way it started out. It was just as if we were, just off rhythm, so to speak. Quarterback in the first half play wasn't very good. Our O-line play, we couldn't get him pushed, run the football. Backs couldn't make any headway running. Had trouble getting guys open. And that continued until about the fourth quarter. I don't know if they relaxed a little bit, but we had a play here and there and got some momentum swinging our way and carried it down there. And, just like I have the past few games, I thought we were going to have an opportunity to take the last drive down there and have a potential game-winning score. But as it turned out the last 2 weeks, we didn't have that. We didn't have the juice to finish and win the football game. Any questions?
Sean, you mentioned the past couple of weeks that even with the losses, the team's still having fun. Did the 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter kind of restore the fun and energy? Are you guys still energetic in this season?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't have a team that's not having fun. And certainly the first 3 quarters wasn't all that fun. I mean, let's just be honest when you say it. It wasn't. It wasn't. But there wasn't ever a look on a man's face that I thought where they were giving up. It really wasn't. You could see it in their eye when we put those back-to-back scores together. I mean, they were ready to go. Ready to go. If you look at our defense, man, they were playing lights out. They were, making stop. They would hit a play here and there, but they really played well, and there was no quit in them. They were out there having the time of their life as much as they could without having any help from us.
Coach, why did things click in the fourth quarter? Did you guys find something, just protect better? What happened there?
Same plays. We came back out, and they were kind of sitting on our receivers a lot, and we thought we could throw the ball over the top. And then we took a couple chances and hit them, and we got that first drive on the scoring drive. We were able to move the football on the ground a little bit. It wasn't anything that was changed. It's just plays were being made. Players were blocking. Receivers making the catches, and protection was there, and Perry was making good decisions in the throws.
Did you give any thought to bringing Connor Mitch into the game in the first 3 quarters?
There was definitely some thought. There was a time there that we thought we were going to make a change and see how it was going. I didn't want to go to an all-out passing game. I really didn't. I thought that may get away from us. We thought about bringing Nunez back in there. and running the quarterback a little bit more. But there was definitely consideration.
The play with Nunez was supposed to be an end around, was supposed to be reversed to Cooper there.
It was.
Kind of playing off Heath's question, was there anything that Florida did in the first three quarters that you didn't expect or kind of kept you off balance, or was it just, as you said, they were good defense?
They were good defense. They're well coached. They've got great athletes. We were just we were overmatched. We were overmatched right there in the first half, and they were just making plays. You know, they were making plays.
Could you pinpoint one particular thing that Florida was doing that kind of kept Faro really kind of mostly out of the game outside of that one big play?
You know, they've got great skill position players. They've got great cover guys. I mean, there's a lot of guys over there that's going to play a long time in the league at the next level. I just think the athleticism matched up against his was probably what kept him at bay.
Coach, you guys are averaging just about 3 points in the first quarter. Is there anything that you can pinpoint as why the team's continuing to start slow?
Yeah, and when you have missed assignments and you're not blocking successfully, you're not running the right play that's called, that tends to eliminate the points being put on the board. So I hope that answers your question.
Seemed like Florida was in 3rd and long a lot of times, but you guys struggled at times to get off the field. I think they were 11 of 19 on 3rd down. Obviously, tough to get off the field when they can sustain a drive with 1 3rd down.
I know, that was the frustrating part because we were playing so well against the run, and I kept telling them, in our conversations with the staff, I said, they're not going to beat us running the football. They're not going to beat us running the football. Be prepared for the 3rd down situation. And, they would hit it, and, early on we weren't getting any pressure, none whatsoever. I mean, he would stand back there, and if we were in zone coverage, he'd have time to a receiver would get turned loose after a certain amount of time, and it's hard for a secondary if you're not getting push up front to maintain coverage. I don't care who you are, but that changed a little bit there in the second half, and we got some pressure, and they started doing a much better job getting their hands up, and that's why we were probably a little bit better in the second half than the first.
Sean, you guys seem to be playing almost harder as the games go on. What can you say about the leadership of this team and specifically the captains who have kind of a tough task this season? What can you say about those guys?
Yeah, those guys, Mike Matulis, Isaiah, T.J. Holloman, Sky Moore, all those guys, Farrell Cooper, those guys want to play as well and make this this season with everything that's going on. They want to make it as memorable, as they can. They're strong-willed individuals. When you get voted captain by your teammates, that says a lot. It says a lot, and they're doing exactly what captains need to be doing. They're staying the course. They're encouraging, and they're trying to better our football team.
Sean, your mood at halftime when you were addressing the team, was it more upset, angry, or frustrated?
Frustration. Frustration. I couldn't pinpoint probably the cause of us offensively not doing as well as I would have liked. Being shut down. It was just us not making plays, and then certain individuals we throw a play in there and they come back and just didn't get the job done, and that was the frustrating part. And then of course the 1st and 2nd downs of defensively that we played so well, and the 3rd down situation where we didn't play so well, and that's frustrating. Anytime you go stymie a guy on 1st and 2nd down, or an offensive football team, and then just let it slip up on a 3rd down situation, it's got to be frustrating. So my move was more frustration, and my message was we've got to eliminate that and do much better in the second half.
Preseason, Coach Spurrier expressed optimism that this team was close to returning to what it had been in that 3-4 year stretch in the early 2000s. But you're sitting here at 1-7. Did you feel like this was a possibility, or are you as surprised as everybody else to be where you are, one loss wise?
Well, we lost some some pretty good players a year ago. Defensively, we weren't very good. We made, brought in the addition of a couple of defensive players, but, to sit back there in August and say, oh, we were going to make a run at the SEC championship, you might could have said that, but realistically, I didn't think we had the horses at that point to go make the run. And I don't think anybody can sit up here and tell you that they thought we did. They thought we did, but we've got good players. We've got to get better players. We've got to do a better job coaching in order to get back where we need to return to the 10, 11 win seasons. So that's what we got to do.
With this particular kind of team, how troubling is it when you have kind of the third down issues that sort of flowed into you guys not being able to keep the offense on the field and them sort of dominating possession?
So, I'm sorry?
How much damage does that cause with the kind of team you have not being able to control the ball as you did, especially against a team like Florida?
Well, I think I knew what you said, but we've got to stay on the field. There in the first half, if you look at our play sheet, I think we had 22 plays in the first half. We weren't staying on the field. We were a lot of 3 and outs. We were 4 and outs. I think our first drive was maybe 7 plays, but offensively, we've got to do a better job of handling the football. Our success for us as a football team and the formula for it to win is we've got to stay on the field and we've got to run the football and we've got to manage the game and let our defense play well going forward. But we didn't do that today, and we've got to work on it.
Sean, there was a national media report this afternoon that you guys have been told not to take any commitments from any high school players to save them for the next staff. Is that accurate?
A national media report that we're not taking any commitments.
Correct.
I don't think anyone's called up and tried to commit in the last week, so no, that's not accurate. Anything else?
Sean, what's the story behind the helmets?
Oh, when you're in a situation like we're in, and we're, I think struggling a bit. We haven't won the last few games. You got to change things up, and there's times, of course, if you were winning, to change things up. It's been done around college football for for the last few years, but it just came to me. I thought it may be a good idea to get the guys excited, a little bit more energy, and thought we'd bring out the new decal, and the response was positive from our team. I'm not really sure what it was from the outsiders or our fans, but I thought the look was okay. Look was nice, and I told them right before we went out, I said, these helmets don't make the team. I said, it's what you put inside the helmet that's going to go out and win the football game. But I just thought I'd change it up a little bit. Thank you.
Defense coordinator John, help. John.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Thank you. John, what was the biggest problem on the third downs in the first half?
Not getting off the field, not executing, not making a play. I mean, it's pretty obvious we didn't get off on some of them. But we tried about everything. We pressured, we played zone, we played man. We had a tough time putting pressure on the quarterback, whether we blitzed him, whether we zone blitzed him, whether we man blitzed him, or whether we rushed with 4. It was just we were inconsistent. and it makes it tough to get off the field when you're not executing the way you need to.
John, on that same, you played pretty well on first and second down, then give up a long third down. How frustrating is that on the sideline?
Oh, it's very frustrating because they're working hard. You know, you feel for the players as much as anything else. I mean, they're busting their butt. They're working on first and second down. And then when we get to third down, you know, we're letting them off the hook. We don't either contain the quarterback and he gets out on the edge, or we're not playing the zone exactly correct, or we get out leveraged in man coverage. It was always just a detail on every third down that was getting us. And it was unfortunate because they were doing a tremendous job on first and second down.
In terms of the run defense, did you guys do pretty much what you wanted to do outside of the one big 53-yarder late?
Yes. Yep. We had a good plan. Coaches did an excellent job of putting the plan together, coaching the plan, teaching the plan, and we felt very good in the run game, obviously, until that last one. And that was what they executed. We didn't.
On that last one, is from your perspective, what did you see?
You know, it's kind of hard. Everybody's kind of watching everything. You know, we were going to pressure him, to be honest with you, just to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands and possibly a screen situation. They came in a formation that we didn't want to pressure because of the screen draw situation. You know, it was going to be a low-risk thing, so we just backed out of the blitz, and they hit us with a counter, and they creased us, and we didn't make tackles. We had guys around the ball and just didn't make a play. They made a play. Credit to them.
What do you think of the play of Kelsey Griffin? It seemed like he got in the backfield a few times and made a few
He
plays.
did. He made some plays today. It's always encouraging when you get guys in there to make plays. And I thought the front on first and second down were really active, which was big for us. I thought our linebackers were active. The safeties made some plays for us. So, you know, we just got to continue to be detailed. Like I said, there was a lot of third downs, 19 third downs in the game, and we had opportunities, and we tried everything we had. And, you know, it was a detail here or there that got them off the hook on some of those. Thank you, men. Perry Orr. Oh, man. Questions for Perry?
Perry, walk us through that double pass that you scored the touchdown on.
That's something we had worked on this week. As soon as I caught it, I just got to make sure I take a step up, make sure it's a lateral, and then, they ran with everybody else, and Farrow threw a perfect pass, and, we scored, and it was an awesome play.
Perry, what worked in the fourth quarter that didn't work in the first three?
I don't know. I was actually just thinking about that. Maybe just confidence after completing the first pass of the drive. Maybe we started loosening everything up after that. I'm not sure, but we started clicking and we were feeling good. I wish we could have started that way.
Were they moving Hargraves around at all, or did they just leave him on one side of the field?
Yeah, they had left him on one side of the field. Both, their entire secondary. Hats off to their defense, man. They're very, very talented. They did a good job against us today. I just wish we could have started faster.
Couple of things. What was the explanation on the unsportsmanlike after the touchdown?
Oh yeah, I'm not sure. They said that I went to spin the ball, and I may have. I just kind of dropped it, but I can't be having any kind of gray area to let them flag me. I just got to toss the ball to the ref. That's something that Coach Mangus got on me for, and that definitely will not happen again.
The spin.
Yeah.
And the slow starts you mentioned. Wish you could have started like that. Can you put your finger on why? Because there have been slow starts the last couple of weeks.
I'm not sure. I think that it took us a little time to figure out exactly what they were doing to different formations and stuff like that. And then just lack of execution on our part. I missed reads, missed throws, made some mistakes, and, it's just something that we really do need to work on. And we have been, just it's unfortunate.
What was the reaction to the helmets? And you guys came out in your old ones, right, for
Yeah.
warm-ups, and then came. Did y'all know? And
No, actually, I had asked one of the equipment managers, and he said that something happened to the helmets where they were, left outside, and we have to use our practice helmets. And then we came in, and we had the new helmets. It was pretty cool, the new helmets, the black jerseys, it was awesome. It was a great atmosphere early. I wish we could have came out and kept that atmosphere going. We picked it back up late, but just a little too late.
When you only have 21 rushing yards as a team, just how hard does that make it to play quarterback and to try to get something going in the passing game?
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but if the run game's not there, you got to make it happen in the pass game. So that's on me. Just got to keep on going forward.
With the offense struggling so badly, did you have a sense of helplessness, or were you still confident that you could eventually get it together?
Yeah, we were still confident. The play calls were great. We just weren't executing. It was something that, we were kind of scratching our heads at halftime. Just knowing that we were one play here, one play there, just a misassignment here, bad throw, bad read, different things like that. And we I don't know, just it's very frustrating.
Did you feel like they were sending extra pressure at you, or was it just kind of the defensive front doing its thing?
No, they weren't. They like I said, man, their defensive line is, and defense is, one of the best in college football, and they showed it today.
Anything else for Perry?
Sir.
You have a good day.
But I mean, the rule change, I'm trying to figure out, because he just kind of, he's barely looked at, but I feel like it's one of those things that they said, like in preseason, where you can't, as soon as you get an automatic flag.
John Moore and Gerald Dixon presenting defense stats. Questions for defense?
For either one of you guys, played pretty well on first and second down, but had troubles again on third down. What was going on to let Florida have success on those third downs?
Well, basically, I guess, we're just letting them complete, passes that we shouldn't have. Just really should have been in tighter coverage. The pass rush was there today, but I just should have played some tighter coverage. That probably would have helped us out a little bit more.
How frustrating is it to defend a guy like Harris with the way that he can sort of slip out of the pocket and kind of extend plays?
You just got to try to contain him the best way you can. We practiced all week. I mean, I put it on us. We should have kept him in more, but we're on to the next game this week.
Gerald, what do you make of this season sitting here at the moment? You guys have had hope all the last 3 weeks, but you're 3 wins, 1 in the conference. Are you stunned? Are you surprised? Did you feel like this was a possibility?
I feel like we're good. I mean, we just got to find a way to finish and start good because we're a good team, man. We just got to put it together, offense and defense and special teams all together in one.
Sky, you guys can't play in a bowl game now. What are the challenges going forward and not staying motivated? I know there's a lot of reasons to be motivated, but just help keep the guys positive.
Just keep playing for your brother. That's what we got now. Play for the name on your back, play for your brother, and just keep fighting. We got to finish the season. Can't let down on anybody. Just keep fighting.
Sky, is it hard when you guys can't get off the field on third down and then the offense can't seem to sustain drives? I mean, do you guys start getting worn down at all as a defense? And does it get hard when you're out there so many plays?
It's what we do, as a defense. We're always ready to go out on the field. So, you can't really put it on the offense with them not producing, because as a defense, our mentality is we're always going to go out there and stop them and do what we do. So we just got to keep fighting and keep playing, though.
That's Colonel Cooper.
Farrah, was there any particular way that they were defending you that seemed to kind of take you out of the game for a lot of it, except for that big play late?
No, they really kind of play their base defense, a lot of cover one with safety over top. So, I didn't get a lot of press coverage or no double teams, but I think they just kind of play their their base defense with safety over top.
How much of the time were you lined up against Hargraves? Percentage.
Probably lined up against Hargraves about 3 or 4 times, but most of them were run plays. Maybe about 4 or 5. I ran a couple routes on them, but they weren't designed to go to me.
You walk us through the 2 touchdowns, the throw back to Perry, and then walk us through the 2 touchdowns, the throw back to Perry, and then your score.
Mm-hmm.
How they unfolded from your perspective, the 2 touchdowns.
Oh, okay. The throwback, the one to Perry York, that was the first one. There's a trick play we had set up at practice. We've been practicing all last week. Perry threw me a little possible screen out there. I seen Perry roll out, and the defensive end was trailing him. I believe it was the DN. So when I seen him trailing, I had to roll out a little bit and throw him a ball that he could outrun the guy and go get. And he caught the ball. I just had to put the ball where only he could get it, and it was a touchdown. And then the touchdown I had, Perry threw just a little streak down the middle of the field. Like I said, they played outside coverage pretty much the whole game, so left the middle of the field wide open. And I thought he actually overthrew me for a little bit. I looked up and I had to go run to chase it, and ended up catching it and scoring.
Did you feel like anything particular changed or shifted that allowed you guys to kind of shake free in that fourth quarter?
I kind of just got into a rhythm, kind of sped up. Once the play was over, we would line back up, get back on the ball, and run a new play. So the defense wouldn't get lined up so much, and they kept jumping off sides, so, kept getting us good field position. But, we didn't get in a rhythm till actually like the third, fourth quarter, and then it was too late by then.
Farrell, what's it been like being a captain on this team with all the adversity you guys have had to go through?
Just as a captain, you don't ask to be a captain. Them guys choose you. We vote for captains, and it was an honor for them to pick me as a captain. You know, I'm not a loud vocal guy. You know, I'm more of a lead by example. But so as a captain, you know, you just got to go in there and tell them guys, you know, just keep getting better. You know, get ready for next week. You know, just keep doing your job really, and just keep striving to be better.
Do you have any concerns about the motivation of this team in the last 2 games, or do you feel like y'all will respond pretty well?
I feel like we'll respond well. Last 3 games we've been coming out playing with a lot of energy and fire. And it just always comes down to the last, that last play or that last quarter. We just can't finish, and that's something we have to do better. Execute. We always start kind of slow, either on offense or either on defense. And this game it was on offense, so we just have to be able to start fast these next 2 games, and can continue to score.
With how well they defended the run, were they putting extra bodies, devoting extra resources to that, or not really?
Not really. I mean, every time we lined up 2x2 set receiver set, they had their outside linebackers or safeties walking down on us. So I don't believe they loaded the box, but I mean, I wasn't looking in there all the time, but I don't think so.
Anything else for Farrell? That's a wrap today, man.
Thanks, Farrell. No problem.
Gentlemen, just a reminder, please turn in your